You believe every choice you make is a product of careful thought. You pause, you analyze, you consciously decide. But what if that's just a story you tell yourself? The truth is far more unsettling. Modern neuroscience shows your brain often makes a decision milliseconds before you're even aware of it. Your conscious mind doesn't lead the charge. It's the last to know, showing up just in time to explain the choice. This is why you sometimes say, "I don't know why I did that," because you truly don't. Your brain is a master of shortcuts. Thinking deeply about every option would be exhausting, so it uses past experiences, habits, and hidden biases to decide quickly. Only after the choice is made does your mind create a logical story to justify it, a story that feels intentional and completely yours. But really, you're just explaining a decision that already happened. So when you think you're in control, remember, your brain is already one step ahead, quietly deciding for you every single day. You trust what you see, right? You believe your eyes deliver a perfect, high-definition picture of reality. But they don't. Your brain does, and it's not a camera. It's a storyteller. Every single moment, your senses are overwhelmed with information. To cope, your brain takes a shortcut. It fills in the gaps, guessing at colors, sounds, even entire details that were never there, using your past experiences as its script. This is why two people can witness the exact same event and remember it completely differently. Their brains simply told different stories to make sense of the missing pieces. The most dangerous part is that you don't notice it happening. What feels like a crystal clear memory is just the final draft of a story your brain wrote for you. So, the next time you say, "I saw it with my own eyes," remember, your brain may have filled in half the scene without ever asking permission. You probably think your memory is a hard drive, perfectly recording the past. But it's not. Not even close. Your brain doesn't replay memories, it rebuilds them. Every single time you remember something, it's a reconstruction. Your brain takes fragments of the original event and mixes them with your current emotions, beliefs, and even new information you've learned since. This means your memory changes slightly with every recall. The small details fade first. Colors, faces, timelines blur. Then your brain fills in the gaps with what feels right, not what actually happened. Here's the scary part. Over time, you can become more confident in a memory, even as it becomes less accurate. This is why two people can argue about a shared past and both believe they're telling the truth. Your brain values a smooth, consistent story over a messy, accurate one. So the next time you say, "I remember it perfectly," remember this: your brain may have quietly edited the past without your permission. You know that rush of being absolutely, undeniably right? Well, what if that feeling isn't about truth at all? Your brain is fundamentally wired with a desperate need to feel correct. The moment it forms an opinion, it builds a fortress around it. This is because admitting a mistake creates a kind of mental static, an uncomfortable tension it's designed to dodge. So instead of letting new evidence in, it becomes a bouncer at the door of your mind, only waving through facts that support what you already believe and shoving away anything that challenges it. This happens automatically. Over time, familiarity starts to masquerade as fact. And this is precisely why arguments so often fail. To your brain, a challenge isn't a debate, it's a threat. So the next time you feel that unshakable certainty, just pause. That feeling might not be the glow of the truth, but simply your brain's stubborn refusal to ever be wrong. You might believe juggling a dozen things at once makes you a productivity genius. Answering messages, watching a video, and working at the same time, it feels efficient, doesn't it? But your brain is quietly struggling. It can't truly focus on more than one complex task. What you call multitasking is actually a frantic, rapid switching. Your attention is jumping from one thing to another, over and over. Each switch costs you. Your brain needs a moment to refocus, a tiny delay that adds up, making you slower and more prone to mistakes. The quality of your thinking drops too. Important details get lost as shallow decisions take over.
Over time, this constant switching trains your brain to crave distraction, making deep concentration feel exhausting. So, when you feel productive while multitasking, remember this: your brain isn't doing more. It's just working harder to hide the chaos. Why does a simple delayed message make your heart pound? Or a certain noise in an empty house send your mind racing to the worst possible outcome? It's because your brain has one core mission: keep you alive, not necessarily keep you calm. Think of it as ancient survival software running on modern hardware. For our ancestors, overreacting to a possible threat was a life-saving instinct. But in our world, that same system treats everyday uncertainty, a weird email, a small mistake, as a code-red emergency. It's a shortcut. Fear arrives first, hijacking your rational mind before logic can even get its shoes on. It narrows your focus, prepares you for a fight that isn't coming. And that feeling, it can linger long after the threat is gone. So next time that nameless anxiety creeps in, just remember, your brain might be protecting you from a danger that exists only in its imagination.
You know that feeling? You make a small mistake, an awkward comment, and suddenly you're convinced every single person in the room noticed. Your brain screams that all eyes are on you. This is a real phenomenon called the spotlight effect. Your mind places you at the center of the scene, assuming everyone else is as focused on you as you are. But the reality is, they're not. Most people are far too busy thinking about themselves. Your brain magnifies your actions and shrinks everyone else's perspective. It happens because you only have access to your own vivid thoughts and feelings. You experience your embarrassment intensely, so you assume others do as well. But they are replaying their own conversations, worrying about their own mistakes, and managing their own insecurities. So when that feeling of embarrassment becomes overwhelming, just remember, you are not under a spotlight. Your brain is simply projecting its self-focus on the world around you.
Ever wonder why that 5-minute scroll turns into an hour while your big project gathers dust? It's not a personal failing. It's your brain's ancient wiring. It's built to chase rewards as quickly as possible. Food, comfort, a quick laugh. Waiting for a bigger payoff later just feels wrong to it. This happens because your brain values survival speed over future planning. Immediate pleasure screams safety and satisfaction, while long-term goals whisper from a distant, uncertain future. So when faced with a choice, your brain's default question isn't, what's best for me tomorrow? It's, what feels good right now? This is the engine of procrastination. The easy scroll, the snack, the nap, they all feel better than effort in the moment. And the most deceptive part, your brain will cook up perfectly reasonable excuses to justify it. But beneath all that logic is a simple, primal drive for an instant reward. So the next time you're choosing comfort over progress, remember what's really happening. Your brain isn't planning for your future. It's just hunting for pleasure in the present.